include the solar panel, which basically gives you uninterrupted power into your EcoFlow. So even if your EcoFlow is draining power, you can reboot it with the power of the sun. Let's say you can't plug it back in right where you are at that very moment. We're also giving you a Powerstrip. You can plug in up to 15 different devices on your EcoFlow, by the way. There's all those USB ports on one side. The other side, you've got all the traditional outlets. You've got the AC adapter. So you've got everything you need right here at your fingertips. Consider this a generator for the indoors. This is a generator. You don't have to have any experience to operate. You don't have to put in any gas. You don't have to worry about the fumes. You don't have to worry about it getting flooded, being outside. You don't have to worry about the danger associated with generators that have to be a certain amount of distance from the house, and you can't have them in the garage, and you can't have them inside. This is your backup power station. I really think that right now across the country, every single person should own something like this. Every household should be prepared, whether it's rolling blackouts, whether it's forest fires, whether it's devastating floods. I know people in North Carolina lost their power for literally weeks and months on end. It could be hurricanes, it could be winter storms, it could be summer storms, it could be unprecedented events, it could be unexplained events, maybe interruptions to the power where you are, maybe because of overusage. Sometimes our power grids are not built to withstand all the air conditioning that we're using in the summer, for example. I was in a power outage, blackout in New York City for almost 4 days. That was the longest 4 days of my life because it was August, and it was stifling, and everybody was stuck in their apartments in 90-degree sweltering heat without a fan. Imagine if you could plug in a fan. Imagine in the middle of winter losing your power and you could plug in electric blankets. So this is for safety, this is for security, this is for your health, this is for your family's ability to get through some of those, you know, kind of challenging times. You can plug in the TV, the videos, the computer games for the kids. They can play games on their phone. You can stay connected to the world, and you will have all the information you need. Right now, I've got flexible payments for you as low as $110 a month on any major credit card, or you can also put this on your HSN credit card and experience the benefit of 18-month interest-free financing. No extra fee if paid in full within the next 18 months. That means you don't really have to pay for this until fall of 2026. Is that right? Yes. You'll have a year and a half to pay this off, just $30 a month on your HSN credit card. And if you're not already an HSN credit card holder, we can get you instantly approved over the phone or online, and this could be your first purchase. And hey, it's $40 off your first purchase. So then you get another windfall right there. Then you get this for $509. Wow, the latest battery technology. And remember, the next step up is like $1,800. If you want to go to the next level of power, but it's also 50 pounds when you go to the next level of EcoFlow. This is only 30 pounds. This is something that I can carry around the house. And you don't have to be a bodybuilder or a weightlifter. You can do it in a dress and heels if you have to. If I have to take this upstairs or downstairs, I could do it. And I love having that independence. So if you're someone who lives alone, guess who you're not calling when the power goes out? You're not calling a neighbor. You're not calling a friend. You're not calling a family member. You're not calling your son saying, hey, you need to come get me. The power's out. I need to come to your house. You can be like, I got this. And you can plug in whatever you need to get you through that uncertainty. But right now we have the best price that we've ever offered with free shipping and a great hot deal savings, nearly $900 off. There has never been a better time to get this EcoFlow. And this is the Delta 2. So, Justin, for everybody who's tuning in maybe in the last few minutes before we go to a full hour of Cora's, and by the way, thank you for your testimonial. You're welcome to join me anytime.
Trust me. I walked out of the showers like,
hey, if Justin likes Cora's, that's saying something.
I ended up buying a whole bunch after I tried it. I loved the visual earlier of even just now of looking at you picking up the EcoFlow. Because when you were over here with the generator, the stark difference between you and your dress and your heels holding the EcoFlow, I wish we would have like two side-by-side little images that we would grab. Maybe we can do that later. But think about this. Look, let's do the side-by-side. And we started off with, which one would you like, right? Why would you have this when you can have this? This you need gas. This you can use the sun. This costs money every time I use it, whereas the sun is free. Residual power, independence of power no matter where I am. Maybe it's camping, maybe it's out of the tailgate, maybe it's just out at the soccer field. We wanted to just go ahead during that summertime heat and say, you know what? Let's go get a fan out there. Wouldn't that be nice while we're sitting out there watching a full Saturday of soccer tournaments or baseball tournaments, all of these different things that we can now use our EcoFlow for? You know what we're not going to use? The generator. The generator is not something we say, hey, why don't we throw that in the truck? Why don't we take that to the game? Why don't we go tailgate with that? Hey, why don't we take that to the back of the house and, we'll go set up a little picnic. When you look at the stark difference, it is the difference of easy and not easy. Again, back to do you want this or do you want this? Now with our EcoFlow, let's just focus on the real star here, which is easy to use for a reason. There's no maintenance. There's no fear. There's no learning curve. Remember when we talked about it early in the presentation, I was saying, can you imagine how long it would take to learn how to run a generator for you? And then, by the way, in that emergency, you're going to have to feel confident that you can use it. Whereas with your EcoFlow, we come right over here, we go to this little gold button, and we press one button. That's it. We press that one button, and now we're done. And then you know what else we do? If we need to go ahead and we need to charge this up, I'm going to turn this around because I want you to see this. Right here on the back is where we go ahead, and that little orange port is where you plug your solar panel in. One cable. And just like that, solar panel outside facing the sun, and you are recharging your power station. When you do that, it's going to be that feeling like the first time you try Core-S. And trust me, it is a good feeling, okay? But here's the other thing too. We showed you that extra battery. That extra battery that's right here, that you go ahead and you take that little port right here, you open that up. That one cable connects to your EcoFlow, your Delta 2. Remember, your Delta 2 can power 90% of your home appliances. 90%. With that extra battery right there, Sarah, you just said it perfectly. You're essentially getting now 3 EcoFlows. Because when I go back here, and actually follow me really quickly because I want you to see this. When I start plugging all of these things in, whether it's the light or the fan, and you look at the time that you can run all of those things, and then you look right over here at that graphic, when that lightning hits and the thunder strikes, I want you to think about this. Okay. Plug my light in, plug my fan in. Bear with me just one second. I want to go ahead and turn these on, and I want you to look at the numbers really quickly here. Okay, light in the fan, light's going to turn on. When you look right here on that display, it's going to tell you exactly how long it'll run all of those different things for. What does that say, guys? Does that say, I don't have my glasses.
I can't see it either.
18, does it say, let's just say 18, I'm blind. 18 hours? Imagine not just doubling, but tripling that. So let's just round up. 20 hours, now it's 40 hours, now it's 60 hours when you have that extra battery. But did you see what I just did? Lightning hits, power goes out. I didn't stress. I had no anxiety. I was able to just use something, you know where? Inside my home where it's comfortable. That all leads to the peace of mind. That all leads to the confidence that, well, by the way, I can go ahead back over here. I'm going to plug in the refrigerator. Actually, I'm going to show you really quickly. No power right here to the refrigerator. And as we said, it's not just the food that you lose. It's the food that you're now going to have to pay to replace. It's the medicine. In just a second. Light over here. And then we've got right here our microwave. And of course, when we think about, well, what have we been using today for the Today Special? We've been using that smoker, which looks amazing, and the food that's been coming out looks amazing too. Now we've got a full-size microwave right here. And now maybe it's the popcorn. Maybe it's the little microwavable frozen food that we've got. Maybe it's all the extra frozen food that we've been keeping. Maybe it's the Wise food that you've picked up here. Sarah, the list goes on and on. All the things that we're showing you inside.
And you have all those plugged into that one EcoFlow right now, and you still have some extra ports available for your cell phone, for your television, for your computer, for your laptop. And also, I'm so excited that summer is coming. You have so many exciting events coming up. Is there a big family reunion? I went through our state park last weekend, Justin. I was so happy to see all these families that rent the little picnic pavilions, and they've got the kids, and maybe they're having birthday parties, or they're having family reunions, or special anniversaries, big gatherings and celebrations. They're always having to bring a portable power station. Whether it's to plug in the music, whether it's to cook the food, whether it's to blow up the balloons or entertain themselves with all kinds of fun extra technical devices. You can plug in anything you want at any party, at any reunion, at any outdoor event, camping, hiking, tailgating. Take it with you. When you have the power of EcoFlow, you've got that peace of mind, whether it's for the fun times or whether when you really do want to have a backup plan. If you have EcoFlow, you have this. You have less stress, you have less anxiety. And anytime there's uncertainty in our world, or of course with the weather, with our power sources, when you know that no matter what, you've got EcoFlow, that is a really great feeling. I don't think you could put a price on that. And that's something that I want every family to have. I do think this is one of the most important decisions you can make for your home, for your family, for your medications or your CPAP machines. I've got a family member who needs a CPAP machine, and it used to worry me that every time there was a power outage, maybe they could not plug in those crucial medical devices. If you have someone in your life that you want to take care of, send them an EcoFlow. Right now, we have nearly $900 off. Right now, we're giving you a hot deal. We include the solar panel and we include the Powerstrip. So we include everything that you need to keep uninterrupted power going to your EcoFlow. If you want to go off the grid, take this with you. My last story is that last year I got to take my first camping trip with a camper van. And it was a blast. It was so much fun. My husband may never do it again, but I'm signing us up for another trip.
One of you had a great time.
One of us had a really fabulous time. Actually, he loved everything about it, except he would just like maybe 1 or 2 nights in a hotel every once in a while. But I'll tell you what we did not have. We did not have the EcoFlow. The EcoFlow would have made our lives so much easier. There's only so many ports, outlets in a car, in a camper van. And even if you did go into a campground,